Hey.
Hey. What are you doing?
Just doing some homework. Know what I really hate? All this paper is talking about is gender-specific pronouns. I hate gender-specific pronouns. Like, what if you're just speaking in a generality and you can't just say they because that's grammatically incorrect, and you can't just say he or she all by itself because that's, sexist. That really gets under my skin, I mean, this is all this paper is talking about. You know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start using a word that encompasses both pronouns, both gender-specific pronouns. Like he or she instead of he or she, or his/her instead of his or her, or her/him for her/him. Wouldn't that be way easier?
He or sh. Come on, he or sh. Why not hersh?
That's not the point. The point is we need a word for both genders. That's it.
Oh, don't forget to send off those school applications tomorrow.
Okay.
Josh Forrester? Come on in. Please have a seat.
Let's do this.
Josh, it's an honor to finally meet you,
It's nice to meet you too.
Well, that's great. Can you tell me just a little bit about yourself? What's Josh all about?
Well, I went to East Central University and got my bachelor's in English. I'm part of Alpha Chi. I got a 3.8 GPA, and really, I'm just really excited about what your program has to offer. And I really want to be a part of what is going on at this university, and that's really why I'm here today.
I see what you're saying, and you've got a very impressive resume on your hands here.
Okay.
But there's just one thing. I'm kind of a grammar Nazi. Okay? Just bear with me here. Don't take this too harshly, but you've got some really bizarre word usage in your application letter here. And well, for example, right here it says, I believe that if he or she wants it, then he or she should work.
It's he or sh.
Huh. Well, further down you say a student should take his or her education into their own hands. What is his or what is he or she? What is that?
I was kind of worried you might ask about that. You see, I kind of have a problem with gender-specific pronouns. Like when you have to specify if it's a he or she that does something in a sentence. Like, what if you don't know what the gender is? Or what if you're speaking in generalities? Anything you say will be offensive to someone. If you just say a student should take his education into his own hands, then I'm labeled a sexist. But if you say a student should take their education into their own hands, then you're grammatically incorrect. It's a lose-lose situation.
Well, Josh, why don't you just use he or she? What's wrong with you?
Just listen to that. It's so cumbersome and it takes too long. What I've done is taken two pronouns and made a perfect pronoun that encompasses both genders. It makes way more sense than saying he or she or they.
Josh, you've got to follow the English language. That's what you applied for. This is an English college, right? Correct. You're an English student. That's what you've been learning this whole time. Right. And there's a strict set of rules that you have to apply. I understand that the English language is always evolving, but it looks like what you've been doing here is just slapping pronouns together, Josh. Is that what you're doing? You think that's all right? No. When does it stop? Stop, Josh. This is a university for the English language. English. Do you speak that? What's wrong with being gender specific? I mean, right now it's he orsh and his orsh and all sorts of weird stuff. I mean, what about a penis and a vagina? Is it peengina now? Peengina? Peengina, Josh. What about races? What about the different races? What about black people and white people? What about our president? Is he whack now? Am I whack? Am I? I mean, okay, I see that the English language is always expanding, but at some point you've got to stop, Josh. I mean, you're raping the English language!
Sorry.
Raping!
I'm sorry.
Raping! However,
Snip.
you know, we really need somebody with the type of ambition that'll go further and actually try to make up new words, you know? I mean, maybe that's something that we need the more I think about it. And, you know, I think you're the kind of student that we need here at this university.
Really?
Absolutely not, Josh. Get your mother-fapping face and your stupid freaking words out of here. Get out of here. Go. Go!